It's now time for the Reverb Sports full game recap. We go all the way back to June the 3rd of the year 2023 when the Milwaukee Admirals were facing off at home against Coachella Valley Firebirds in Game 5 of their best-of-7 Western Conference Final Series. We are only 11 seconds in the game, and it's Devin Cooley coming up with the first save of the game. That's going to be on Hayden. 1:13 into the first. DeCord comes up with a save on Sanford. That's the first shot on goal for the Admirals. 1:37. DeCord comes up with a save on Afanasiev after some strong pressure by Milwaukee over about a minute stretch of hockey. 5:06, DeCord comes with a save on Afanasiev. Again, Milwaukee swarming over the first 5 minutes plus of this game. Just playing incredible high-energy hockey. 5:44 of the first period. DeCord coming up with a save on Gravel at 6:21. McCormick's off the box. 2 minutes for roughing. This came after the whistle in the offensive zone. A really bad penalty to take here early in the game. DeCord would come up with a save on McEwen. Then DeCord would come up with a save on Tomasino. And then another save on Afanasiev and Ratcliffe's rebound jam opportunity. 4 total saves on this penalty kill. At 11:15 of the first period, McCormick's going back to the box. 2 minutes for slashing this time. DeCord would have to come up with a save on Sherwood's jam attempt, and then another save on Kemmel before Sherwood would put the puck in the net on the power play. His third goal of the playoffs. It would be a shot from the circle that beat DeCord low and clean. DeCord had no stick at this moment. It was knocked free on an earlier save during the power play. Unable to recover it, Sherwood blasts away, giving the Admirals a 1-0 lead here in the first period. At 14:20, the first period's Evans. He's off to the box. 4 minutes for high sticking on McCarron, and now the Admirals have a 4-minute power play. It will be their third and fourth power plays of the period. DeCord comes up with a save on Dale Geyser, but then Hayden comes up with a shorthanded chance off of the rush after a turnover. And I made the notation that Coachella Valley's penalty killers were skating like the entire game and the entire series was on the line. They found a new level of effort, energy, and desperation during this 4-minute penalty kill, and they escape it clean. 1932, Cooley comes up with a save on Schulte's pass, rebound, plus the rebound follow-up by Polorowski. At the end of the first period, it is the Admirals out shooting the Coachella Valley Firebirds 14-5 with 4 power plays in the first period. The Admirals were absolutely a dominant team, perhaps one of the finest periods they've put together, except for the execution. We go into the second period. We're 12 seconds in. DeCord coming up with a save on Jankowski. 1:22 of the second period. It's Rafferty tying the game up for the Firebirds at 1 apiece. It was his first goal of the series. He chipped it to himself, and it worked to perfection. He ends up wide open, getting himself a shot from the low circle. Nothing Cooley could do about this shot. Rafferty, just an impressive self-chip pass. They should have given him 2 points on this. They really should have given him a primary assist on it as well. 1-1 hockey game, just 1:22 into the second period. 3:08 of the second period. It's Stastny who's hitting the post from long range for the Admirals at 4:55. Cooley comes up with the save on Olofsson after the Firebirds hit the post on their first shot. The puck ends up loose in the blue paint. Cooley dives on top of it, able to get it before it goes over the goal line. Challenge still by the Firebirds. Very, very quick review. No goal. Timeout is lost in the AHL. It's not a penalty for a failed challenge. You just lose your timeout. At 5:34 of the second period, it's Cooley coming up with a save on McCormick. 6:17, Cooley a save on Lynn. 7:21, Tomasino off the box. 2 minutes for tripping. And I made the notation at this point that Milwaukee was getting out-competed on every single play in this second period. Cooley comes up with a save on Evans while shorthanded. Then another save on Schulte while shorthanded. The Admirals PK, which has been simply otherworldly in this series, is successful yet again. 11:18 in the second period. Cooley comes with a save on Polorowski. 11:47. It is Cooley coming with a save on Frodan, plus getting 2 blocked shots on the follow-ups from while Cooley was out of position from the defenseman. Just absolutely incredible effort here by Milwaukee, giving up the body sacrifice all over the ice by the D-core in front of the netminder. 13:03 of the second period. DeCord coming with save on Afanasiev off of the rush. 13:35, Cooley stick save on Lynn, follow-up by Olofsson, also turned aside. 14:53, Cooley a save on Tennyson. Complete opposite of what the first period was in every single way. It is at 16:43 that McCormick comes up with his 12th goal of the playoffs, and it's Milwaukee scrambling all over the place, and McCormick pounces from the slot, giving Coachella Valley a 2-1 lead here in the second period, but Cooley has to go immediately back to work. 17:50, Cooley comes up with a save on Polorowski. At 18:38, DeCord comes up with a save on Sherwood, close range, good scoring opportunity, probably the best opportunity of the entire period for the Admirals, and that would do it for the second period, and just like that, whatever advantages Milwaukee had over the first 20 minutes are completely washed away by the end of the second 20 minutes. The Admirals are out shooting Coachella Valley, but only by 20-19, and they are behind in the game by a score of 2-1. We roll over to the clean sheet and the third period, and 30 seconds in, we find Cooley having to make another save in the first minute of a period. That's a big one this time. A save on Hayden, 128. Afanassiev off to the box. 2 minutes for holding the stick in the offensive zone. Over the first minute and a half, it looked like the Admirals were going to generate some good offense, and Afanassiev gets called for the penalty behind the offensive net. Cooley then has to come up with a save on McCormick. Cooley also has to come up with a save on Hughes at close range, keeping the Admirals in this game. At 3:58 of the third period, it's Sherwood off the box. 2 minutes for goalie interference, again behind the Coachella Valley net. Just a terrible play. I understand Cooley was lingering. That's the best word to probably describe in the area behind the net after playing the puck, probably looking to draw the contact that he ended up drawing, maybe even throwing himself down on the ice. It makes no difference. Sherwood made the contact, knocked him flat on his ass, and gets called for goalie interference. Cooley comes with the save on Lind, and thankfully for the Admirals, those 2 minutes come and go without anything negative happening. 6:10 of the third period, DeCord comes up with a save on Delgado. 7:30, Cooley comes up with a save on Schulte. 9:30 of the third period, DeCord comes up with a save on Angelo. At 14:18, Cooley a save on McCormick. At 15:07 of the third period, Karchase off the box. 2 minutes for tripping on Luke Evangelista out by the blue line. Not a good penalty at all, giving the Admirals an opportunity down by one here late in the third period. DeCord would come with a save on Sherwood at the goal line drive to the net. Then DeCord would come with a save on Luke Evangelista, and that would be it. Yes, that would be it. 18:38, the Admirals would go with the empty net scenario. They would scramble all over the ice. They would keep the puck in the zone. Not a single shot with the 6-on-5 would make it through. Everything blocked, turned aside, went wide. The Admirals simply did not have that dog in them here at the end of the third period to make the comeback, and they fall on home ice 2-1, and now are down in the best-of-7 series 3-2. They do outshoot Coachella Valley 26-25 for the game, but to be honest with you, that matters so very little. The Admirals go from 14 shots on goal in the first period to having 6 in the second and 6 more in the third. The Admirals outshot the Admirals in the first period compared to the rest of the game, 14-12. That is never going to win you a playoff game, and the amount of opportunities the Admirals had to take a stranglehold over the Firebirds in the first period, that's something we'll talk a lot more about coming up here in just a minute. You're going to want to hear the fire on this one, but for the Admirals, there's no way to sugarcoat it. They had a lead in Game 5 on home ice and were dominating, and because they failed to step on the throat to the Firebirds in the first 20 minutes of this game, poof. Backs against the wall. Back to Coachella Valley, where the Admirals have never won a hockey game in their franchise history. And honestly, they look quite poor out there in Coachella Valley in games 1 and 2, losing by scores of, where is it? It's over here. 6-4 and 5-3. The Admirals' backs against the wall, and I fear that that's the last time we're going to be seeing them play hockey in Milwaukee this season. We'll be back with full analysis, as if that's not enough doom and gloom preview already. Hope you stick around after this break right here on the Renegades of Puck podcast. Hello.